What's up? How you doing? Here we are, beautiful day today. I wish I had my BMX bike with me. It's a perfect place right here. But I would need a gas-powered one. You know, during my go-kart days, I wanted the go-kart or the mini bike, but then after that, I still wanted those things, but I also wanted a nice motorized motocross bike. Nice BMX. And I had a chopper, you know, the kind you pedal, a Ross Apollo 5-speed back in the 70s. $178, $179 for that. Get the extra dollar in there. And I used to jump that thing over everything. Anything that had a ramp shape to it, I would go over it and jump it. Downstairs, anything like a rock that was shaped like a ramp, I would use it as a jumping apparatus. Made my own ramps, but they were not durable enough. Had the wrong angle. But here, if I had the Apollo 5-speed pedaling, going up these steep hills here, I would probably reach the top going about a mile an hour at first gear. Not enough momentum. I would just go over like that. But I was a big jumper. Why? Well, Evel Knievel. Evel Knievel was around in those days, and he was very influential in our lives. Anybody my age, younger, Evel Knievel, you know, he motivated us. And still to this day, I was actually at the Snake River Canyon jump, 50th anniversary, where I met Kelly Knievel there. Actually got to talk to him, and he gave me a jump. My car battery died, and I didn't want to call AAA or whatever. They take forever. So I went to the hotel where I was staying, and I went inside and I asked if anybody had jumper cables, and a lady there, she said that she did. I don't know who she was. And then we started walking out, and I realized we were heading towards the car where Kelly Knievel was fiddling and diddling in the back there in the trunk. And so we got there, and that's who it was. That was her husband. Very nice guy. I'm grateful to him. He gave us a jump. Very nice guy. We talked a little bit. And I don't know, I don't think he realized what a fan I was and what influence his father had in my life. Big influence. To this day, I am a fan of all that stuff. Anything that has to do with jumping, BMX, motocross, anything like that, I have to watch, and I appreciate the sport. I believe that this is where the Duke boys would come and train if they lived in this area. Perfect place to do donuts. But you know, to go up, this area here is very steep. I feel like if you went up there, you'd feel like the truck would flip backwards. It won't, because I've been in the desert and I've gone through some steep areas. Now when you're looking at it going up, it does not look that bad. But when you're about 45% up, then you start feeling like the car's gonna go backwards on you. It never does, but it could. I feel like if you go this way and then turn this way, it's gonna roll down like a Jeep getting off the highway. So nice here though. The closest I've ever come to this kind of stuff is a dirt mound in a park about 4 miles or so from where I lived. And when I was in the 5th grade, I had a few friends, and we were kind of interested in the same thing, jumping our bikes. I had my Apollo 5-speed. It was like a chopper, handlebars up here, which, I don't know, for me it suited me better for jumping than the handlebars, you know, close up. Anyway, I always wanted a BMX, never got one, but I got very good at jumping that bike. Felt like an extension of me. I had a friend of mine, he had a BMX. The only kid I knew that whose parents were divorced at the time. Now I'm sure there's many, but back then he was the only one, and his mother shipped him up from Florida because she couldn't work and take care of him at the same time, so she shipped him up to the grandmother. And anything he wanted, he got. He wanted a BMX. Next day, the grandmother got him a BMX, nice one too, with the vinyl, you know, the rims. That way they don't warp on you. Mine were spokes, and every jump weakened them a little bit. After a while, the tire was wobbly in the back. I had to go and get them tightened up. But anyway, he had the BMX, I had the chopper. Another kid, he was kind of like, you know, the Three Stooges, where they always had the extra guy that was an alternating stooge. Yeah, that was him. He wasn't always with us. Sometimes he would come, sometimes he wouldn't. Sometimes, you know, we would see him there with his bike. He had an average bike, I don't know what he had. But he was kind of like, not always there. Not that close of a friend. But my other friend, my friend John there, close friend, he had a 10 speed. You know, those kind of with the curled handlebars. And he would jump with that because he had no choice, right? So my friend Mike, he would jump the furthest because his bike was designed for that kind of stuff. Then I was second, but I was a close second. I would get up there really high and, you know, land, and I did pretty good with that bike. My friend John, 10 speed, he would go up and down immediately. It was not designed for jumping at all. And it was kind of dangerous. So anyway, at the top of the entrance was a YMCA. And there was a little narrow trail that would go down the side. There was all these trees going right by you, and we would pick up speed. We were doing like 30 miles an hour going down this steep hill. And then we would hit a straightaway, and right after that there was a dirt mound because they were refurbishing that area right there. So there was a dirt mound. And then after that we'd hit that mound and fly into the air, and it was the best place for jumping. I've never jumped that high or that far ever anywhere else. And it was a perfect slope. Like the workmen over there designed it for us, but they didn't. It was just a random coincidence. So I miss those days jumping. I'd do it now, I would break every bone. I don't know, I feel like if I land now, I'd go over the handlebars, the bike would run me over. I don't know, you don't have the agility. That's one of the things that goes first, agility. That's the way it is. I don't know, maybe you can train and make your agility better. I don't know any exercises. Plyometrics maybe, I don't know. So I'm looking on the back over there, and there's beehives. I don't know what the apiary, or I don't even know what they call them. I know what they call them, I don't know the word right now. Lots of them. I opened up my door, you know, to get out of the truck here, and all of a sudden I see bee laying inside the car. Well, there's a reason for that, because over there somebody's producing honey. I have not been stung in, I don't know, decades, but I have been stung in the past. A little bit annoying, I don't know. I'm not allergic to it, but I don't appreciate it either. You know, it's one of those things, gets on your nerves. All right, I'm going to take off now. Ciao.